And prayerful salutations at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Master, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Very loving salam to very dear brothers and sisters who are part of this beautiful program from West Indies. Very loving salam to each one of you. And due to some work, I'm in Whitefield, Vrindavan, Swami's very own ashram in Vrindavan. As a child, I always used to love this place, and today I'm just sitting from Vrindavan, and Swami blessed me with an opportunity to address all of you from here. And it's so nice that we are all getting together. We are able to get together on this. Sorry, anything? Is it okay?
Yes. Good connection. We can hear you well.
Okay. It's been very nice, and I was looking forward for today, and I think you had a very wonderful program in West Indies. I think Brother Vedanarayan is there?
Yes.
Sairam Vedanarayan. We are missing you at Prashanti.
Sairam, sir. I'm just waiting for this
nice
day, sir. Today evening I'll be back. I'll starting.
Yeah. So nice. Okay. And is it okay? Somebody has to mute it that side, I think. Is it okay? I keep getting some echo.
Yeah, we had some interference, and now it's resolved.
It's all fine. Okay, we'll keep going. And it's such a nice thing, and it has been a wonderful journey. And today, Prashanti, with all the great blessings of Swami, is so vibrant. And I've seen devotees from West Indies coming from almost my childhood. I used to meet devotees from West Indies. West Indies has been very special for Swami, and a lot of devotees also from West Indies used to be, even some of the children were even studying in Swami's school and those days. And a lot of them used to come regularly, and a lot of West Indies devotees to write letters to Bhagavan. As a child, I have a very fond memory. I used to collect stamps and of various countries, and whenever post comes to Swami, then after he reads, and I would go and pick up the stamps, and a lot of West Indian stamps got collected with me. So I used to paste them in a stamp book, and then once I showed it to him, and he was very happy to see it. He said, a lot of West Indian stamps are here, so a lot of devotees from West Indies. So that is the connect which I remember of what happened way back maybe 40 years when I was a kid. I had this wonderful experience with the West Indies, and a lot of them have regularly used to come to Puttaparthi and receive blessings of Swami. I remember there used to be one gentleman from West Indies used to regularly visit my father at my house, and those days, and he came 2-3 days continuously, and he was trying to seek audience with my father because he wanted to get into priority lines and things like that, perhaps. Then he gave me a card, and he was sort of a member of parliament or member of your legislature body. So I think people from a lot of them used to come, and Swami drew all the people from all the way from West Indies, and they are very close to Swami. And today, Swami's love, Swami's radiance, Swami's teachings have reached every nook and corner of this globe. And he will be happy that, we have some devotee who keeps writing to our media center. Earlier we used to have radio sign, now it's become media center. This gentleman, he stays somewhere he's stationed in Antarctica in some scientific mission, and he says, I have a picture of Bhagwan with him, and many times he tries to tune in to our bhajans or Swami's discourses. It means there is no place, even in Antarctica, Swami has followers, and they are all hooked on to him, and so much of Swami is a hope for millions of people. Today, whenever I'm in Prashanti Nilayam, it just amazes me that how the number of people who are coming to Prashanti are never seen Baba. Almost 60-70% of Kulwant Hall fills with people who have never seen Baba in a physical form, but they have a very deep connect. Very deep connect. Sometimes I wonder, people who have seen and they have lost connectivity, but people who have not seen him, but they are so deeply connected to Swami. Next in December we have youth meet in SSSGC organization. Office bearers, youth office bearers of SSSGC organization in India, which is a part of a global council. And there seems to be newcomers, people who haven't seen Baba. Imagine the kind of inspiration Baba is drawing and inspiring people from across the globe. It is not that any individuals like us can inspire fellow individuals, because we are also on this spiritual journey. Only God can inspire people in that mammoth scale. Imagine people way back, perhaps 30, 40, 50 years back, have reached all the way from West Indies, Canada, to Puttaparthi, which is a very remote place. 1950s, if we see Richard Park, who filmed many things in Puttaparthi and surrounding areas. Thanks to him, he had carried his camera and without his efforts, we wouldn't been able to showcase the way the Puttaparthi was. Swami's earliest house where he was born, all that was taken by Richard Bach, 1950s. Today we have, now see, I'm able to sit here and talk to you from here to West Indies. And today the age of technology, internets, WhatsApps, Facebooks, Twitter, everything is available, and you can, everything is on live, you can see and watch. But those days, there was no mode of communication. That's why Swami says, you all depend on internet, but for me, it is inner net. That is, our heart is his net. So he could draw anybody from anywhere. Nobody is beyond him. The whole universe is encompassed into him. That's why he could draw people from all over. People came from West Indies, Canada, people from Far East, Australia, New Zealand in those days. From any Africa. Way back they used to come. Swami had been to Africa in 1968. So the light of God is always, it can, without any hindrance, it can spread. The way when sun rises, the light is spread all over. It is that way when avatar comes, automatically it gets drawn and gets, it fills everybody's heart wherever they are. All that we need to do is to tune ourselves into God. Once we tune into Swami, you will always receive his blessings. Swami used to always say, this is a downpour of rain, but your vessel is turned upside down, you can't catch even a drop of water. It is not a mistake of the rain. It is a mistake of ours who kept the vessel upside down. If we face the vessel upwards towards the rain, the water will get filled in no time. There is a torrential rain. There is a torrential rain of His grace and His love. All that we need to open our hearts, tune into Him. It's just like a radio. Just now we were I was sitting here 15 minutes trying to connect. The moment we tune in, we are with each other. In the same way, we have Swami, the all-pervasive Swami, all-pervasive Godhood. It is the power of Swami is omniscient and omnipotent, and he's everywhere. All that we need to do is to just tune like a radio station. When we want to listen to some music, we have to tune into that particular station. The same way, the God is everywhere. That till you tune the radio into the station, you will not hear any song. But the song is always all-pervasive. It is all around us, but we can't listen unless we tune into it. Same way, Swami is all around us. Unless we tune into Swami, unless we seek Him, we will not be able to find Him that easily. So the moment we tune into Him, you will see that life becomes a celebration. Swami starts playing his beautiful divine drama through us. It unfolds automatically. He'll fill our heart with love. He will fill our entire being with positive energy. That is what He does. That's why millions of people got attracted to Him. It's a very small little place. Puttaparthi in 1940, when he declared, "I have come for this world," hardly anybody knew, and the people, 4 or 5 people around him, ticked him off, saying he's talking something is not well or something like that. And from 1940 today, we are into 2022. It's clearly 82 years of divine advent. We are just going strength to strength. And I'm happy that first step from West Indies has been taken, and I'm sure this will converge into a faster pace, and they will all be connected very soon to Prashanti and Swami very much. Even the very advent of Global Council, Sri Sathya Sai Global Council, was formed only for reason to connect all the brothers and sisters from all over the world, from every country, to Prashanti Nilayam and Swami. There's no power or authority. What power anybody can have in the presence of God? What authority anybody can wield on anybody else, a brother, a fellow brother and fellow sister? It's all unnecessarily, it's a figment of imagination that we have authority because we have some position in the organization. No. These positions, whatever is conferred on us, we are blessed with to be part of this organization. These positions are only for service, only to spread love, to be with fellow brothers and sisters who are in Saipa. Beyond that, they don't confer anything else. So we must know that our connectivity to only Prashanti, our connectivity to Swami, it is not for any individuals. It is not for individuals who are sitting in Prashanti Nilayam, Rathnakar, or XYZ. We are also in the same path. All of us are falling at the same feet of Lord. All of us seek refuge in Him. So we have to walk hand in hand. All of us are together in this journey. Nobody is separate. Nobody is walking away. So we wanted to make this year. Swami used to say always unity, unity, unity. Unity is a divinity. God always wanted that unison of Satya Sai organizations all over the world. And brothers and sisters, I must say, after the advent of Global Council and started, we feel so much of connectivity across the countries. People are writing to us that most of the time their thoughts are on Prashanti to Swami, which automatically, Prashanti is nothing but reflection of Swami. Swami made this beautiful Prashanti is about for 85 long years. It is his, every inch of Prashanti is suffused by his divine energy. It is filled with every inch and every brick of Prashanti is filled with Swami's love, Swami's energy, and the amount of divine vibrations that people feel when they come. Even today, recently there was a minister who came here, he was just in tears. He says, "I don't know why I feel so calm, so quiet inside my heart. This place has a magic." He said, "It is no magic, sir. This is just the divine presence of Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba, who spread love and only love for entire humanity. That radiance only has encompassed entire world. Today, how did 150 country devotees came all the way, like the bees that search for a flower and go for honey. All the way people have come into this beautiful Prashanti and taken the divine nectar, the honey. So he can draw anybody from anywhere. We are never away from him, or wherever we may be physically distant from Prashanti, but we are never away from him. He encompasses us. He just holds us in his bosom. So I think it's such a wonderful life that God has given us, that we are able to connect to him in this very life. It's very rare that avatars come, and during their lifetime we get connected to them. And West Indies has been very fortunate that a lot of devotees came from here, and they had a lot of people who had a very close connection with Swami in Avatar. In fact, I must say that not only the devotees from West Indies, I think all over the world, the people, what they feel, how they come, even today they give such wonderful stories about their connect to Swami. Whenever we hear such stories, it is like, hearing, it's endless, there's a poem in one of our Telugu language to write about his stories of beautiful stories about his love, his grace, and his magnanimity, his mercy, his kindness. Even if you entire the trees in this world are pulped and made into a paper, the entire oceans are converted into ink. We can never exhaust the amount of the beautiful stories that we will hear about his love and his benevolence. So each devotee can write a book and say so much about it. So that is our effort was only to connect. That's why Sri Satya Sai Global Council was formed. In fact, we tried our best to make all the organizations into one connectivity, but for some reason it could not happen. The Indian organization came in without even wasting even few hours. They came in and said, we want to connect, and that is our source. A tree is there. If a tree and branches are there, if you see a beautiful gigantic tree which is above the ground, you should never forget there are roots below the ground which are holding the tree firm, which are nourishing the tree, which are giving all the strength to the tree. That roots may not be seen, but the roots are in the ground. Without roots, the tree cannot exist. The branches will dry away. So for all Sai missions, Sai organizations, we may see the canopy, a beautiful canopy, which is visible to us. But what is nourishing it? What are the roots which is holding it so firmly? So this gigantic Swami Satya Sai organization is being rooted in Prashanti. That strong roots, the strong nourishment which is it's coming from Swami, which is keeping it green, which is keeping it beautiful, which is making it a sway to the wind. So we should never forget that unless we have that deep connect to Prashanti and Swami, our focus should be Swami and not individuals. Satya Sai organization is not a socializing organization, or for people should come for socializing. It's not to develop our partnerships, friendships, relationships. It is we come here for worship. We have come into Satya Sai organization for what? All of us should always ask one question. Why do we come into Satya Sai organization? It's for Swami, not for anybody's sake. None of you are listening today. I am able to speak from here. You want to hear from me here. What is the connect between all of us? There's only one, that is Swami. Without which we won't have anything common otherwise. Because people have their own avocations, their own works, their own profession. They keep, and there's nothing in common, nothing, no relationship, nothing. Our relationship, our partnership, our friendship is because we worship one Lord, that is Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, nothing else. So let us all walk hand in hand in this journey, and I'm sure people from West Indies will soon reach Prashanti, and the number of people, even a lot of devotees even keep coming. Even a few months back, 2 months back, I met a gentleman from West Indies. He almost every year he comes, and he greeted, I think he was in some government official. Maybe some of you may know him. He's been coming from last 45 years. Every year he comes, he greeted me the other day. Today I think you have a very grand yajna and opening. And imagine again, it can happen only with Swami's organization, where connected to Swami. Today, our dear brother Vedanarayan is sitting. I just feel that Swami sent his emissary. He would call some of us and say, "Go and attend a particular function." Go. I think this time Swami, in a very, very divine fashion, he has sent Sri Vedanarayan to be with you, and it's such a wonderful blessing. The people who have been with Swami from childhood, from experienced Swami, had the love of Swami, had so much of interaction with Swami, physically also, and trained by Swami. All of us, I remember we were in college, and we had a very good interactions, and we were always together whenever we had some work in Swami's mandir. We always together, but Sri Vedanarayan has been, is leading all these any Veda initiatives right from Swami's times. If you see the old videos, he's always there in those videos of our Dasra. You see any festival, anywhere. So it's you always feel, that somebody who is deeply connected to Swami is amongst you. It's a will of Swami, and Swami loves each one of us the way, and we are reflections of God. Bijamam sarva, my seed in every individual. Like how if you have a mango seed, you sow mango seed, what happens? It becomes small sapling, and it becomes a plant, it grows into a tree, and then a big tree, then it starts giving mangoes. Then what happens? If you pluck a mango and see there is a seed inside, 100 mangoes, 100 seeds are inside. Each mango will get one more seed, but we have sown only one seed. But when it becomes, every mango gets one seed. That is what he said, Bijamam sarvabhutanam. It's my spark, my soul, my spark. When it becomes mini also, that spark continues to be in each one of us. That Chaitanya, that love will be part of us. That's why he's present in everybody. That's why Swami says, love all, serve all. Why? It's so simple, but it is almost Advaitic, because you love yourself whenever you are loving others. Because God resides in you and in everybody. That's why Swami used to say, I've come here to teach one thing. I am God, you are also God, but I know it and to become God. So that beautiful Lord, let us, how much He has done for all of us. Other day, I just chatting with some of our young brothers here. We had recently a digital museum was inaugurated only 2 days back in Whitefield. Amount of experiences each one of them have is even now it's a mind-boggling. They were feeling, they were having the fragrance of vibhuti. A lot of people gathered, and the head of the state chief minister was arriving. We got a call that he has just left his office to reach our Swami's ashram. It started downpour, and it was raining, and water was flowing everywhere. Just one of the organizers came and told me, what do we do? It's raining like this. How do we conduct him inside, because we have to receive him outside? So it becomes, whole thing is disturbed. Who will, all the trustees will be coming. Do we need to arrange umbrellas? How do we reach the place? All that. I said, the only thing is, let us plan to pray to Swami, because this is beyond us. There's nothing we can do. If it rains, nothing, none of us can do anything. Only somebody who can do is Swami, because all the 5 elements are under him. They report to him. So I said, let us pray to him. I said, let us pray and tell him, we are here, we have done our best. Now beyond us, it is beyond us, our hand, please help us. So we were just standing in front of Mandir and just under a shade and looking at his Mandir, we just prayed to him. You won't believe, it's just less than 5 minutes. It's just clear skies, entire thing got clear. And believe me, till the entire function, within 20 minutes, the chief guest arrived. Then we had almost 1 hour, 45 minutes function. Everybody had lunch and left. Then it started raining. So almost 2.5 hours, Swami held it for us. And absolutely it is clear, not even, iota of drop. So that's kind of a thing which Swami performs and helps us even today. I can go on telling you the miracles that happen every day in Prashanti Nilayam, every day. Imagine today, whenever we expect that we have, say, 5,000 people, suddenly 20,000 people will turn out. So from where do they come? Why do they come? It's not known. The power of God, the power of divinity pulls all along. Everybody is so charged today. The organization, we have been having different conferences of different organizational office bearers. Every time they come, it is a new lesson for us. The amount of interior places that Swami is reaching. We had 3,000 Sai Center presidents coming into Prashanti. Some of the places you need to really, they're not motorable. You have to go on bike or you have to go on walk. That kind of places Swami has reached. In the remote corners of the Indian states he has reached. And it's amazing saga of love. In fact, that is what we need to be part of. We need to be. It's no point in, you can quote scriptures, you can quote Bhagavad Gita, you can say that, you can give all intellectual messages, but what we require is the values, the deep love for God, and the faith, unflinching faith is what is required. Swami would tell us one nice story. When we were children and we were students, we used to tell. There was one guy who was very, he would give a lot of speeches about Vedanta, all that, a lot of great spiritual topics he would speak. So he had gone to one town for giving a small, mid-sized town, small town to speak there. So he had an evening program. That morning he was there and he has been traveling. He said, let me write a small note to my house and post it. So he came out and he wanted to go to post office. He did not know the way. So some children were playing there in street cricket. He called all of them and said, hey, which side is the post office? They told, this side you have to go to post office. So they showed the way. Said, can someone take me from to post office? They said, absolutely. Then they took him to post office and then he finished his posting of his letters and then came out and said, thank you guys, you helped me. And shall I buy you some chocolate? And looked for that. He said, oh my God, I forgot my wallet. But come in the evening, my speech is there. I'm giving you free passes. They laughed and said, we don't want any free passes because so many people come and talk here. No. My speeches are very different. I will give you a lot of spiritual knowledge and I will tell you the path to self-realization, path to moksha. Then all of them started laughing. Then this man got little worked up and said, "Why are you laughing?" Then they said, "Sir, you don't know the way to post office. How will you teach us how to reach moksha?" So Swami would tell us that, people simply can speak and say things which they have never experienced. It is easy to speak a very nice language. Once you have a little command over some language, you can really use regular, jargon and speak. But have you experienced? Have you really felt that oneness inside? That is what we are. Otherwise, if we don't do that, we are fooling ourselves. We need to really experience. Our journey is inside, not outside. We have to go inside. To go inside is the only way that we connect to Swami. That's why Swami said, "Mine is not internet, mine is internet." You will find Swami inside. All of us, when we go to altar, what do? We close our eyes. We go to altar, but we close our eyes because God is inside. And we say prayer, not outside. We don't speak to altar and say loudly, or we don't say. We only say prayer inside. How when we close eyes and say prayer inside, who is seeing, who is listening? It is the reason Swami has explained. Why do you close your eyes? Because automatically you do it. It is an involuntary reaction from you because God is inside you. You say a prayer because God resides in you. He is listening. You always say, "My prayer is answered." Where did you say to God? You are told inside your heart. That means He must be somewhere inside, not to hear your prayer. So nicely Swami explained, so simple. When you say prayer and you say your prayer is answered, where was God and where did you tell? Where was the time? When did you tell Him? When did you meet Him? No, I said I closed my eyes, I prayed inside my heart. That means God heard you. That means He was somewhere around in that heart, somewhere. That's why Swami says He's part of you. He's within you. So many times when we were children in the college, we go and write letters and give it to him. He says, "Don't give me Xerox copy." So one boy said, "No, Swami, it is original." He said, "No, the moment you start thinking itself, your thoughts are also known to me. What you're writing is only a copy to me." So everything is known to him. We can be very honest with him, good or bad. It's not that, good thoughts, bad thoughts, ugly thoughts, anything can come. But we should offer it to him so that the number of bad thoughts will decrease, the number of good thoughts will increase. That's how we can't just shut away any thoughts because we are seeing, we are hearing, we feel. All kind of things are fed into us, not only just what we read, what we see, what we hear, what we touch, everything, what we eat. Everything creates a kind of impressions inside. There's a lot of input goes on, a lot of data being processed inside. So many things can happen, but we need to be very alert and we keep offering to him. He's our friend. Swami is like a beautiful friend, and we can be very candid. We can share with him everything. And over a period of time, we'll find that he's filling with you only right things, positive things, nice things, beautiful things, sweet things. So that's how, if Swami would say, can you hear me? Swami would say, if there is a glass of water which is not clean, you keep on filling with the good water. After a while, the entire dirty water goes out and only the pure water remains. So our mind also, we keep on putting the fresh things, the beautiful things, the positive things, the divine things into us, keep on filling it up. Bad things may be there, it will come because we are normal beings, we are moving, we are having, our food can create, our vision can create, our hearing can create. It's fine. It's a part of creation, everything can be there. But for us to stay pure, to convert our heart into pure heart, to stay, then that is where we have to put positive things and keep on hearing, keep on pouring the good things, like, how Swami said, into a dirty glass of dirty water with dirty water in a tumbler. You keep on pouring the good water, it will all the water. Like that, we keep on putting the good things, nice things into us. The bad things will automatically go away. So that is what we have to learn. And today, I think you had a beautiful yajna. And Swami will definitely bless. And Swami said, Mad Bhakta Yatra Gayanti Tatra Tishtami Narada. For Narada asked Mahavishnu, Lord, what is your address? He said, no, wherever my glory is sung, I install myself Narada. Mad Bhakta Yatra Gayanti Tatra Tishtami Narada. Wherever my devotees seek me, I will be there. So whenever we seek, He will be there. Whenever we tune in, He is ready to sing with us. Whenever we are aligned to Him, like we have a mirror. We go and show it to sun, and then it reflects. If we don't have the mirror towards the light, it won't reflect the light. All that we need to do is, for reflecting, we need to turn our mirror towards the light. Then the mirror will reflect that light. Same way, if we want Swami and His love, we need to turn towards Him. And very, very loving Lord. Take one step towards me, I will take 10 steps, 100 steps towards you. That is the promise He has given. But many times we don't take that one step. The moment we take one step, we see that He's just embracing us. He's walking in hand. When we were students, He used to say, hey, don't walk in front of me, I may not follow you. Don't walk behind me, because you may not be able to follow me. Walk hand in hand, I'm your friend. So hold on to Him. Make Him a friend. He's so simple and easy to please Him. We don't need to do any spiritual practices to please Him. Just to tell Him good morning, Swami, I love you. He is very happy. Before going to bed, tell Him, Swami, all that, whatever I've done, it's all known to you, please. And wish Him a good night. He's such a wonderful friend. He'll always be by our side. Once one of us, when we were sitting with Swami, we asked, what is the difference between a guru and a God like, avatar like you? Swami said, Guru can only give you some kind of a lesson. But an avatar, when God Himself is your Guru, it's much more. He can protect you. He can guard you. He can guide you. He can listen to your inner feelings. So we have Swami as our Guru. Swami is our guard. Swami is our guide. Swami is our protector. So He can listen to us. So always just try and get in tune with Him, and life will be beautiful. Life will be beautiful. In fact, whenever I have an opportunity to come that side, I'm just praying that maybe next year sometime Swami give us some. Before that, please, that connect to Prashanti, that connect to Swami, please re-establish itself. People say Swami is everywhere, why should we go? Swami is everywhere. That Swami knows, but we don't know. We can only talk like that, we don't feel it. So till we see Him everywhere, we need to have the sadhana going. We need to connect. We need to keep working on that. Simply saying we will never be connected to Swami. Just because we say Swami is omnipresent, Swami is omnipresent. But do you feel it? Do you know it? You are not the body. I can simply give speeches. What is the use? The next minute I'm looking what is the food available. Why I have not got today a nice dessert. This is what we are talking. So, but the speech is, I am not the body, I am not the mind, all that speech. But after that, there is no dessert means they will make a big galata. Oh, I did not get, I wanted my dessert. So, this kind of dichotomy and, kind of thing we live in. And so, we need to be very honest with God. We need to be very honest with ourselves. The buck stops with us. It is we need to decide which path we need to take. God has given us, Swami has given us every way. It is for us to connect. He has given us the most highway for us. So, but we need to go on that. We need to travel. He can show the way, He can give us the road, He can give us the energy, He can do, but the traveling we have to do. That is what is in a spiritual parlance, they say Purushartha. That means self-effort. Without effort, we can't do. Even food is, Swami used to say, food is served in the plate, and you see, But unless you take in the hand, put it in the mouth and chew it and push it into the stomach, your hunger will not be satiated. Same way, you have everything. Swami has given, provided us a beautiful organization called SSSGC. Never it happened in the human history that an avatar comes and given us a platform like SSSGC organization to work, to be part of it, to be blessed to be part of it. And he has, what a wonderful tool he has given, the tool of service. That service, when you serve, you are not serving others, you are serving yourself. So Vivekananda would say, is a fool who says he serves others. Swami would always tell us that you are not serving anybody, you are serving yourself. Service and duty. Service is, he would say, it is Advaitam. Duty is Dvaitam. It's just work is dualism. Work you are doing for work for somebody. But service you are not doing for anybody else. Service is Advaita, it is non-dual. Service is for your own self. You never ever you feel you are serving others, because that Godhead which lives in you also is in them, and that God is only one. So serving is one of the best ways of spiritualizing our life, because Swami knew in Kali Yuga we will not be able to practice such stringent spiritual disciplines. So he said, okay, focus your mind and work. You love your fellow human beings. Finally, that is what it is all about. You love, you want to include everybody. You need everybody around, everybody to be loved. That is all is Advaitam. That is what is the self, you are traveling towards self. So that help ever, hurt never, love all, serve all are the mantras which he had given, though they are sounding very simple, but they are quite difficult once you start practicing. We need to practice them. They are the Vedanta for us, that is spiritual scriptures for us. If we do that, brothers and sisters, I promise we will definitely reach him, stand before him, like how when we get good prizes, we go and stand before our parents and say, Mama, Papa, I got this, I have achieved this, I got first medal, gold medal. That way we can stand before him and say, before our Divine Father, we have followed your path and we have made it to your divine presence. That is what we should be able to tell in this life. In fact, life is one-way traffic. It is right from Jatasya Maranam Dhruvam. From time we are born, we are on one-way traffic. We are moving. We are moving in one way. There is no right turn. There is no left turn. There is no U-turn. It keeps moving. So let us not hurt anybody. Let us not say anything about anybody else. Because those moments you cannot come back and correct. Because the moment, the time is, once it is consumed for good, for eternity. You can't retrieve it back. So there's no point in hurting anybody. We are transit passengers on this planet. So let us all never ever hurt anybody, love all, and keep moving. Yes, it's a one way. You're definitely, there's no way you can stop also. No way you can take any turn. No way you can, definitely no U-turn. You are going. So where maybe somebody is in an advanced journey, somebody started journey, somebody in midway, but we are in the journey. And that is a one-way path. So never waste our time, never waste our energy, never waste our negative things. Let us be positive. Let us all connect to Prashanti. We'll be waiting for you in Prashanti. We'll be very, very eagerly waiting. Whenever I go to Swami's Mahasamadhi and pray, and I look around, I see so many people. I feel so many children of Swami are coming there to just seek his blessing. It makes you so happy. And in fact, I see birthday, Swami's birthday is coming in November. So many foreigners, so many people, so many devotees from various countries are coming. Christmas is a big function they are doing. Mostly around, I heard that more than 800 registrations have already come. And it's a beautiful, and please be part of this lovely family. A family where sun never sets, a beautiful Sai empire in which sun never sets. It's spread all over the world, and how happy and to be belonging to that such a lovely family. So I think, brothers and sisters, let us all walk hand in hand with love in our hearts and fulfill our lives. And for having come to Bhagwan's lotus feet, let us not deviate our vision or our any energy to anything else except Him. Because even the great rishis, munis, everybody who prays, who does penance, they're all looking to receive blessings of God, to get God's presence. And what we have done, we do not know in the past how many lives, but we have come to His lotus feet. Let us hold on to Him. Let us make this journey a beautiful one. I pray to Swami to bless you, your families, your children, and the entire West Indies devotees and whoever, all may Swami bless with an abundance the West Indies people, West Indies devotees. I am so glad and so happy and so joyful to be part of this, giving me this great opportunity to be part of this holy function. I think what's time there? What's time? Hello?
30 here.
Hello?
Yes, local time is 11:30. Can you hear us?
7:30?
Yes, 11:30.
11:30. Okay.
Yes.
So we are 9:09. Okay, we are past 9, and I think we had a very good. And I'm so glad to be part of how many. I think I see a lot of them. Quite a lot of them are attending. So happy to see all the brothers and sisters there. And may Swami bless each one of you with abundance of His grace, long life, healthy life, happy life, prosperous life, and holy and divine life. Thank you very much, and Sairam to all of you. Sairam Vedanarayan. Wow.
Sairam, sir, we are so grateful that you took time out from your busy schedule, traveling on the road.
Sairam.
And we're very, very fortunate to have you join with us, share your love, share your vision for Global Council. And we are eternally grateful to Bhagwan for having this building and having you come and share with us as we joyfully celebrate this headquarters for Sri Sathya Sai Global Council of the West Indies.
Om Sri Sairam. With my most prayerful salutations at the divine lotus feet of my Mother Sai, respected elders and dear sisters and brothers, Sairam to each and every one of you. Such a wonderful morning, and we are blessed to have Brother Rathnakar addressing us. He is none other than the grandson of Ishwaramba and Pedda Vengapparaju. As he was mentioning, many at a times, because I have seen him from the young age, how Swami used to really shape his life. Later, of course, he became my student also in higher secondary school, different. But so many times when Swami took us to Kodaikanal, in fact, most of the trip, wherever Swami used to go, Swami used to personally take him. And Swami was shaping him for the important. He made a very poignant point that there is nobody is going to have a power. There is only one supreme power which controls the whole universe. Who is controlling whom? Throughout his speech, he was mentioning that, see, there should be, when there is unity, see, unless you connect yourself with the Prashanti Nilayam, it is like saying that I like Lord Vishnu, but I don't like him lying in Vaikuntha. It is like that. See, Prashanti Nilayam is the abode of peace. Swami has named it Prashanti Nilayam. And I still remember as a young child, from 1968, I am a regular visitor to Prashanti Nilayam those days. 1968. And the pin drop silent. The moment you enter, you are in a different world altogether. The early morning hours, we had the good fortune at 4 o'clock in the morning. Those days, it is 5 o'clock was Omkaram and Suprabhadam. So 4 o'clock onwards, we were allowed inside to do parikramas for Swami's mandir. And whenever we know that Swami's bedroom, it used to be when you face the mandir, it used to be right side top. And near that window, we used to go there and put our head and we used to pray. And Swami used to respond just like that. See, whenever there is that yearning is there, Bhagavan always responds amazingly well. That yearning should be there. You think that, oh, Swami is everywhere, why to go to Prashanti Nilayam? It is not required to go to Prashanti Nilayam. You are totally mistaken, I will tell you. Let me tell you an incident what actually happened. Just happened to one of my colleagues. He was a harmonium player. Not he was, he is. He is also a harmonium player. But due to the work pressure in the lab, he got a little delayed because of the research work which was going on. And he got delayed for the bhajan. So he thought, now bhajan would have already started, why to go to mandir? So instead of that, from the lab, he went straight to the hostel. Because being good in music, he sat in the hostel room, took his harmonium, and the entire time the bhajan which was going on in the mandir, he completed alone singing, did arati, and felt very happy and blissful that he could connect himself with Swami. Then a thought came over him. This is so wonderful. It is okay, even if I don't go to mandir every day, it is okay because I can sit here and sing for Bhagavan and I can feel the thrill of it. It was such a wonderful experience. So he was very happy that day. 2 days after this incident, he gets a phone call from Delhi, from one of his students whom he has taught long time back. Then he called him, sir, do you remember me, sir? I am such and such a batch that you taught me. Then he could immediately remembered him. And of course, after the initial exchange of pleasantries. Sir, I had a strange dream. I don't know what it meant. And I was told to tell something to you. That is so, you are also, I have to tell this to you, but I didn't understand what it is. Swami appeared in my dream and told me to tell you, sir, just inform your sir that every session in the mandir, every sessions in the mandir, from the beginning of the session till the Mahamangala Arati, inform him that I am literally sitting in that throne, what is kept for me there. I don't know what it meant, sir. I don't know what it meant, but I wanted to tell you this. Now you would have understood what the message was. Bhagavan was there to say, you may see an empty chair, but Bhagavan is literally sitting there in Prashanti Nilayam for every session. And you will wonder that why can't Swami go to his own dream and say this? The effect would have been not. Why Swami cannot come to another boy's or somebody else's dream in Prashanti Nilayam and say, effect is not. Why Swami had to go to the dream of a boy in Delhi who has no connection whatsoever what was happening in Prashanti Nilayam. And when this message was conveyed to him, it was like a thunderbolt for him, because 2 days prior to that, he remembered that sitting in the hostel and singing is good enough. Why I should go all the way to Mandir? Now, this is the answer for each one of you if you are thinking that, oh, Bhagavan is everywhere, why to go to Puttaparthi? Oh, Swami is in our heart. See, we always talk of convenient philosophy. You know what is that? Convenient philosophy, when we don't want to do a thing, oh, you know. I have heard many people, I asked many people, why don't you come to Puttaparthi? See, Swami has to will. No. Yes, yes. First, do you have a will to go? Then Swami will. That first will should come from your heart. Then Bhagavan will definitely will. Because Bhagavan is present in you also. Till now, I think throughout that, I think his speech, Brother Rathnakar was, each one of you ask for yourself from the heart, what am I doing? First question I wanted to ask you, do you, each one of you, believe that Bhagavan is God? Swami is God. When you believe that, when you know that He is present within yourself, when you have the strong conviction, you can never ever go wrong in life. When I don't have the conviction, oh, it is okay, those days Swami was there. Why? These days very much Swami is there. Very much Swami is there. As I told you, no, without Swami, I think Brother Krishna is, while introducing, in the introduction, he did mention that whatever I do, I go and inform Swami. Wherever I go, I inform Swami. I take Swami's permission. Swami answers me. Like I am talking to you, Swami answers me. You may think that I am imagining. Absolutely no, I am not imagining. Because there are times when Swami has told no. Even today, whenever, whatever I want, like when Bhagavan was physically present, my way of approach was, I used to write a letter to Swami, and when Swami comes, I used to hand over, and Swami used to answer me. The same thing I continue even today. Whatever problem or whatever question I have, I write a letter and go to Bhagavan in Mahasamadhi, sit there and pray. Immediately he answers. Sometimes he cut jokes. So many things he does. Why do you want to miss all these beautiful things? So, connect yourself from Prashanti Nilayam. When you don't ever think that Swami is physically not there, why go all the way to Prashanti Nilayam? Lot of hardship. You will never understand the value of Prashanti Nilayam. It so happened that those days, I am talking about those days when Prashanti Nilayam just started. It was inaugurated in 1958, around that time. See, those times Swami was in charge of everything. Swami was in charge of accommodation. Swami was in charge of everything. Practically, Swami used to take care of it. He was even the security. Do you know that? All the ladies, they used to sleep inside the bhajan hall. And the gents used to sleep outside because there is not much accommodation. And when everybody used to sleep, it was Swami who used to take the torch and he used to go around doing security duty. So everything Bhagavan used to see. Every sand particle in Prashanti Nilayam, every water drop in Prashanti Nilayam, even the air in Prashanti Nilayam is suffused with Swami's love. It is suffused with Swami's love. The moment you enter itself into that hallowed place, you will feel that vibration within yourself. So, it was during that period of time, I am telling 1962, 63, those times. There is one lady who came along with her little son just before Dasara. You know, Dasara, there are 7 days beautiful function in Prashanti Nilayam. You have the 7 days Veda Purusha Saptaha Jnana Yajna that goes on. So she came for the Dasara and she sat in the line waiting for Bhagavan. So Swami came with so much of joy. When, see, it is always, I have seen this hundreds of, from 1968 onwards, I have been seeing devotees. Some of the devotees, when come, the joy which flows from Swami's eyes with so much of big eyes, says, oh, when did you come? How are you? The joy and love which flows. Even today, he waits for each one of you. Each one of you are so dear to him. Understand that. And so Swami went to her and asked, oh, when did you come? Swami, today afternoon only I came. So, how long are you going to be there? The next question. Swami, I am planning to go back only after Dasara. Oh, very happy, Swami said. Very, very happy. Then, now I told you, Swami is literally in charge of accommodation those days. See, those days there are not, today you have the East Prashanti, West Prashanti, you have South Prashanti. And those people, those who cannot climb up, Swami has even provided lift for each building. Look at the compassion of Swami. But those days, there are bare minimum comfort only they had. Bare minimum comfort. Nothing was there. We had to sleep in the open air. And we have to go for nature's call and nature's lap. And Chitravati river was only the place where we can clean ourselves. That was the state of Puttaparthi those days. If you wanted to have, they used to sell hot water. If you wanted to take bath only in hot water, no geyser, you had to collect, you had to pay 25 naya paisa, I don't know, like a quarter. You have to pay for that, then you will get. And the most luxurious toilet you can have, this is I am talking outside the mandir, is that a thing made with, grass on 4 sides and a sack cloth, that is a bag, gunny bag cut into, that is your door. So this is, but nobody felt the absence of any comfort because the joy of seeing the Lord, everything compensated everything else. But when this lady asked, then Swami said, do one thing. Swami mentioned some devotee's name. See, those days, the rooms were very small. There is no 2-story building and all. That in front of East Prashanti, where the East Prashanti is there, there were a row of rooms, single rooms. One small veranda, the rooms, it will be so small that if 2 people go inside, another 3 has to come out. Like that it was. Such a small room, a small kitchen. But all of them happily stayed there. And the attraction was, Swami may walk in any moment, suddenly. And the best part was, see the kitchen, there will be front door will be there, then the kitchen door exiting outside. So, Swami will come to this house suddenly one day, and Swami will go and see in the kitchen what you are cooking, everything. And he will get out of the kitchen door and he will enter into the next house from the back kitchen door. And suddenly they will see Swami coming inside the room. Like that, it was the beautiful days where we had zero comfort, but maximum blessings. It was, the mind was joyful all the time. So Swami said, okay, you go and stay in the veranda. I told you they will have in the veranda, such and such a person, Swami told them. And this lady took her luggage and with the little son and went and told the owner, told Swami has asked us to stay here. If Swami censures you that, imagine Swami has of course given them the room to those people also. But as usual, there are people with the differences of opinion and mind, is it not? These people were not very happy that somebody else is staying in the veranda. It is only for 10 days, Swami has told. Still, they were not very happy about it. Okay, they cannot tell anything also. So this lady and her son was staying in the veranda. Unfortunately for this lady, this child developed fever and vomiting. So the things were going bad to us, and from inside people, they are grumbling. They will bring such sick child and they will stay in front of our house, and this was going on. Continuous murmuring from the inside, from the owner of those people. So this was too much. One day she felt, what is this, Swami? Why you have sent, first of all, send me to a house where these hosts are really hostile for them. So they really did not know what to do. So she decided to go back home So she went to the line. When Swami came, she said, Swami, I'm going back today. What? Swami, but you said you are going to stay for Dasara. She said, no, Swami, I thought I will go back. See, one great lesson we all learned, that don't ever go and complain to Swami about anybody. Swami knows very well what is happening. But don't ever come. This is one of the greatest lesson I have learned in my life. There are people, Swami purposely will put a test and ask you, how is that person, this person? You think, come on, this is my chance to tell Swami, and you start, you will get it. He knows everything. He purposely will test you. And we are all good at it, no? He'll tell, oh, you know that person? Now this is my chance. I will tell him against him. And the best part, Swami will go and ask that person also, how is this person? And best part is Swami will go and tell, that person came and told. Yeah, just a simple example I will tell you. Say, I told you, yesterday I was telling you I was staying in the old house. Sorry for digression here. I'll come back to this story again. What had happened? During my, this thing was there. I had to go to Belgaum where my doctor brother was staying. I had to go for that. So I am not at all in Prashanti Nilayam, okay? There is one boy, Swami likes him so much. This boy was from Hyderabad. Swami likes him so much. So Swami told him, you come with me, you come and stay in, this was vacation time, you come and stay in Vrindavan. So this boy is going and staying there in Vrindavan, but he wanted to go home. He wanted to go and see his parents. But when Swami has told you have no option, so he was staying in Vrindavan there. And he had to come to Puttaparthi to write an entrance exam, because for the next class he has to write the entrance exam. So there were 3 days were there. So only 1 day was entrance exam. So what he has done, he has come for the entrance exam. He went and wrote the entrance exam till 2 days are there. So he thought that, anyway, after 2 days only I have to, because interview is there, after finishing the interview only he has to go to Vrindavan. Why stay in Prashanti Nilayam? Swami is also not there. I will quietly go to Hyderabad and come back. So he can see at least 1 day his parents. So with that plan, he went to Hyderabad quietly and came back. Nobody knew. Next day he entered the interview and he went back to Vrindavan as if nothing has happened. And Swami called and told, why did you go to Hyderabad? First he was shocked. Vedanarayan wrote to me that you have gone to Hyderabad. First of all, I am not at all there. I am in Maharashtra, Belgaum, and Swami is telling him that no, Vedanarayan. So this boy gets so angry. What is Vedanarayan's problem? Whether I go to Hyderabad or America, what is his damn problem? Why he should go and complain to Swami? Not only that, he told all these things to the other boys also. So when I came from Belgaum, everybody is showing daggers at me. This fellow, he has no other work than complaining against everyone. And no, I was wondering what is wrong with all these fellows. Everybody is looking strange at me. I never knew this Lord has created this trick. The all-knowing Lord, does he require Vedanarayan to write to him that somebody who has to gone to Hyderabad? And this he put the fire on, and the fire was burning everywhere. And the moment I came back, all these boys were very, very angry with me. The moment I go there, they will all disappear from there. So I say, why these fellows are acting strangely? It took almost 1 or 2 months that one boy could not contain himself. He came and asked, sir, what is your problem? I said, what is my problem? Why do you write letters against us to Swami, sir? Letters against you to Swami. What is that? Yeah, poor so-and-so went to Hyderabad and came. Why do you want to inform? I said, when I wrote to Swami? Because if at all I write anything about anybody, I pray for somebody, or I write only nice things about, never I complained about anybody. But he is saying, why did... I said, first of all, entrance exam time, I was not at all here. And look at that Swami, he purposely created a misunderstanding in the mind, and he loves to watch how things go on. So, this is the side story of that. But this lady, wisely enough, when Swami came and asked, she never complained that the hosts are very, very hostile for her. So, she doesn't know. So, she tells, no, Swami, I will go back. I don't want to stay for this. Swami said, what's the problem? Tell. Then ultimately she said, Swami, the child is not well, Swami. Oh, that's all. Child will become all right, don't worry. But still she was insistent. No, Swami, I wanted to go back. Tell what had happened. So purposely Swami asked her 2-3 times and ultimately said, Swami, the people where I am staying, they are not very happy with me that I am staying there, she told. Oh, that's all. Okay. Then if you want to leave, you can leave, Swami said. But let me ask you one question before you go. Yes, Swami. You are wearing a gold ring in your hand, no? Swami asked. She said, yes. Now listen very, very carefully. You are wearing a gold ring in your hand, no? By chance, when you are working, suppose it slips and fall into the trash can, Will you leave it there or are you going to pick it up from there? Swami, I pick it up and I wash it and wear it. Very good. Then Bhagavan said, I am like a valueless diamond. Unfortunately, you may see trash around me. If you wanted to leave me here and go, you can go, Swami said. Remember that. We should not get diverted by all the silly things that happens around us. Our concentration should be what? It is Swami and Swami and Swami alone. Oh, when I go to Prashanti and that person shouts, accommodation, I don't get. In fact, beautiful. Nowadays you have no idea, you have not gone. Sevadals ask us to sit down, Sevadals ask us to stand up. The thing is, all challenges will be there. Because when you have challenge only, because it is like a workshop. When you go to workshop, all your bad things will be removed. It is a time to test that how much of patience you have, how much anger you can control. Everywhere obstacles will be there. And Swami is testing you. Come on, this is the time to bring out all the dross in you. Everything, throw it out, throw it out, throw it out. And take the good things, absorb. Unless you throw out something, you will not get any good thing. When the glass is, see, so beautifully he was telling, Brother Rathnakar was explaining, you don't have to do anything. If your body, your mind, suppose it's like a water, it is filled, a cup filled with dirty water, what you do, if you cannot pour it out, keep pouring good water, keep pouring good water, good water, good. What happened? After it will all overflow, and all the bad water will overflow and the good water alone will stay after some time. So also, if you cannot get rid of this bad water, the bad mind what is in you, keep on listening to good things, and ultimately one day your heart will definitely become pure. So beautifully Brother Rathnakar was explaining that. So also this is the time. Otherwise, no, all these things are too much for me. I am going to forest and do tapas. That is the best place for me. Is it not? Somebody went to forest like that and did tapas, lot of penance. And at the end of the day, what had happened? I have controlled all my anger. Oh, going to the forest without interacting with anybody, I have controlled all my anger. So he put a ochre dress, came and sat down. What is that? Yes, they put a board. A sannyasi without anger. So two fellows were passing by. One fellow asked, hey, look at a person, who has controlled his anger. Other person said, no man. What sannyasi? I can really provoke him and make him angry. I said, no, it's just not possible. Okay, let us see. So this man goes inside, he stands behind and quietly asks him, revered sir, yes, lot of softness, yes. Have you finished your bhiksha? Bhiksha means the alms. Have you finished your bhiksha? Yes, son, I have finished. This fellow came out, again came from the other door and he stood. Swami, yes. Have you finished the bhiksha? Yes, I have finished the bhiksha. Second time he went out. Third time again came inside. Swami, did you really finish the bhiksha? Yes, I told you. Now the temperature is rising. I told you I finished the bhiksha. Fourth time again he came. But really did you finish the bhiksha? I told you. Finished. There you are. This is what our life is. All our control. So, whenever we are put to test, our true nature comes out. So whenever we go to a spiritual center, all challenges will be there to show that how much we can practice love all, serve all. I'll give a big discourse here. When practically it comes to my life, that time you will see how much of love all comes out. So, it is that is why Swami always says, in platform you will be a hero, in practical life you will be a big zero, Swami used to say. So it is in practical life we have to practice, otherwise spirituality is not something which can be simply given. That's what he says, platform speeches, there's practically no use. Each one of us should ask, why I came to Swami? First question I asked, do you believe first Swami is God? After coming to Swami, is my aim is to play politics? Then we have better platforms outside, We can go and wherever we wanted to become, whatever capacity office bearer, whatever names you want, you can add on, accolades. What will happen? 10 people will come and say, sir, you may get a special chair also in the front. Once the position goes, like I know, I have experienced this. When Swami talks to you in Prashanti Nilayam, everybody, how lucky is, oh, how lucky is. One day Swami doesn't speak to me, Swami turns his back on me. Even the street dog in Puttaparthi looks strangely at me. That is the truth. That is the way of life. Do you simply wanted a position, that also in a spiritual organization? We always want to be the servant. Be a servant. Then only you can become a leader. I don't want any of those things. I will be a servant and a servant. Why? All these years, without any post or position only, I'm still surviving. First become a servant. Because service doesn't mean that only when I go to a hospital, only when there is a disaster happens. No. Now we have a disaster management group also. So they will pray. What is their prayers? Swami, please give us work. Let disaster happen so that we can go and manage. Is it not? Instead of that, pray that the best way for disaster management is pray always. Samasta loga sugino bhavantu. Swami, let everybody be happy. That is actually true disaster. Absence of disaster is the true disaster management. Always pray that, Swami, let nobody get into trouble, Swami. Chant Vedas. The Vedic vibrations can prevent so many earthquakes, so many tsunamis, because the entire creation is originated out of the Vedic sounds. Vedic sounds, entire creation has come. And when God created the entire creation, there is absolute balance was there. And also, each one God created according with a purpose. What was the purpose? See, the animals, naturally the lion, it has to hunt and eat another animal. The elephant is created to eat all the vegetarian things. Still it is strong. Very, very strong. Somebody said, you are eating vegetarian food, so you are all weak. Who said elephant? Look at the elephant, the strongest animal. So, the thing is, human being, the entire creation, human beings are given what is that discriminative faculty. What is good, what is bad. And you are expected to follow good. But I know what is good, but I would love to follow what is bad. I know non-vegetarian eating is not good, but I love to eat only that. Is it not? I know drinking is not good, but I love to do that. Intoxication, is it not? Get intoxicated with the Lord's love.